Hello, everyone. This is Trey with Tech Sports TV, and this is the week we face our demons. Okay, we've been eliminated by the Chiefs, I think, about as much as we've been eliminated by the Patriots. And it's not just that, we're also in a divisional round. This is the round the Texans have never gone past. This is where we keep getting stopped. This is, people who say we're guaranteed first round outs, they're wrong. We're now 4-2 in the first round. We don't have, but here's the thing. Yeah, we haven't won in the divisional round yet. This is where we get stopped. We're 0-3. This is what people should be talking about. But they're idiots. They talk about whatever. Here's the thing, though. We don't exactly have a lot of playoff history, though. This is only our fourth time in the divisional round. So you can't really go and sit on and just guarantee this team out. And it's not just that. There's also the fact that the Texans need to get a first at some point. There's a first for a reason. The Lions have never won their division, but that doesn't mean they never will. Eventually they will. Well, I don't know if they never. They never won their. They haven't won the NFC North title with the whole realignment thing since 2002. Doesn't mean they never will. The Lions never won the Super Bowl. Doesn't mean they never will. Eagles had never won the Super Bowl until 2 years ago. The Nationals didn't win the World Series until last year. The Astros didn't win the World Series until 2017. The Cubs had the huge drought until 2016. The Blues didn't even win the Stanley Cup until last year. There's firsts. There are firsts for a reason. So don't count us out because it's never been done. It's never been done. So, new year, new team. It's time for this to be our first. Now, so don't count us out. And then other reasons I like to shoot down. Texans can't beat the Chiefs. Last time they were injured. What does that have to do with this game? We beat them, didn't we? It's not like y'all were injured and were worse of a team and then y'all beat us. No, y'all were injured with not even a lot of key players. Y'all were just missing a couple. We were missing a couple. The quarterback was severely limited. Not really. But whatever. And we beat them. The Chiefs aren't a worldly different team from the last time we met. And we did beat them in Arrowhead. This isn't like some out of the blue, no way it's going to happen thing. We proved we can do it. It's time for us to prove we can do it again. Texans can't do it, whatever. I'm not saying that game proves we're going to win. But people are trying to say that game proves the Chiefs. The Texans can't beat the Chiefs, which is retarded, to be honest. It's the people who I've talked to that made those points. They're just dumb. Texans can't beat the Chiefs. We've done it before. We can. Never say we can't. It's never at 0%. And then going back to that game, so we did win, didn't we? And a win is a win. And then y'all struggled against the Bills, okay? Ravens got blown out by the Browns. Are the Ravens suddenly a horrible team? No. The Chiefs lost to the Colts. Are they now a horrible team? No. It doesn't matter. So what? We did win. We struggled, but we won. You're going to use that game against us because we won? You're saying y'all had to come from behind. That hurts us? A bunch of other teams, that gives them a reason why they'll win. You're down 16-0. You come back for overtime and you win by the field goal by an extremely clutch throw. And that hurts your chances for the next game? I don't understand these arguments. This doesn't make any sense. That major comeback that is a major confidence boost going into the next game. Going from that deep and then coming and doing that kind of a comeback, yeah, that's a major confidence boost. It doesn't make sense. People who make that argument, again, another retard argument. Past those arguments, let's get down onto how the Texans can beat the Chiefs. Yes, I know the Chiefs are a good team. I'm not knocking that. I just was sick and tired of those dumb arguments that people keep throwing at the Texans. Now, first, the Texans rush offense. We'll talk about that, and the reason we'll talk about that is because the Chiefs' rush defense is pretty bad. They allow 4.9 yards per carry, which is 28th in the NFL. They allow 128.2 yards per game, 26th in the NFL. And when it comes to their losses, their 4 losses, it was all done by rushing. They've allowed 178.7 yards per game in their losses on the ground. In the Texans, the Chiefs, horrible rushing. The Texans are really good in that area. 125.6 yards per game, that's 9th in the NFL, and 4.6 yards per carry, that's 10th in the NFL. We have a top 10 rushing offense, and we have a top 10 passing offense. We're a top, the NFL has us ranked 3rd best offense in the league. So, and we're, again, really good on the ground. So, and with the Chiefs' weakness, we're able to run down the field and score points. We're not going to be shut out. We're going to be able to go down the field and score points. The problem really comes with the Chiefs' passing defense. They've only allowed 221.4 yards per game, which is 8th in the NFL. And the passer rating allowed is the 5th lowest. The completion percentage, the 4th lowest. The 20 plus yards per game, 20 plus yard plays, tied for 8th fewest. And honestly, when it comes to the receiver, they've allowed the fewest to wide receiver, which is going to be interesting considering Hopkins is a first ballot All-Pro. He's going to be a Hall of Famer. He's a top tier, great wide receiver. And he cut this year 104 receptions, 1,165 yards, and 7 TDs. He's had a great year, and we should get Fuller back hopefully. And with Fuller, we've had 296.8 passing yards per game, 26.3 yards per 26.3 points per game, and then we are 8-3 with Fuller. And just to show you how different it is, without Fuller, the yards get cut in half to 158.3, and then the points goes down to 19.6, and then we're 2-3. And if you want to include that playoff win, 3-3 in 20 points per game. Not really that well. Fuller is a difference maker. We're also going to have Stills, and the tight ends are going to be a big part of that. But we're still going to be able to throw the ball pretty well. You want to know why? Because the Kansas City pass defense, they've allowed the most receiving yards to running backs. And Duke Johnson, he was our 3rd most targeted receiver. So we do use the receiver in passes, and we do run the ball well. And Hopkins, he's going to be able to catch on those balls. He is a great receiver. You're not going to be able to guard Hopkins forever. Well, I think it's said Watson earlier. Hopkins, you're not going to be able to guard Hopkins forever. And you're not with Fuller on the field. Good luck. Good luck. Hopkins, Fuller, Stills, Fells tight end. Good luck with that. Good luck with stopping our offense. Our offense is going to be unstoppable. And then what we should do, run the ball. We're going to be able to run all over you. Do short passes with the running back, run deep down the field. We're going to be able to do really good in those areas. The problem is our defense. Yes, we have a really bad defense. A really, really bad defense. But I hope we can do better. In order to win this game, our defense needs to learn how to wrap up and tackle. Our defense needs to wrap up. And when we get to third down, we need to finish the third down. We are one of the worst. No, we are one of the worst teams when it comes to third down. And if they get in the red zone, we need to get that red zone defense up. We are the worst red zone defense. And the Chiefs, they have one of the best third down offenses. Basically, we need to finish third down. When we get to third down, we need to not let them get that first down. Finish it then and there. Really, the keys to winning this game. The Texans, I think we really do need to score first. We need to take long drives. We need to run the ball, keep the ball out of Patrick Mahomes' hand. We need to wrap up, tackle, finish third downs. And, yeah. And, again, this is a winnable game for the Texans. Deshaun Watson, he plays really good when the lights are on in prime time. And this is the playoffs. And he plays really good when people doubt him. The Texans, we can do this. Everyone's doubting us. Time for us to prove ourselves. Time for us to show all the doubters that they're wrong. We are a good team. We have a great quarterback, a great receiver, good running backs. It's time for us to show that offense. We got one of the great defensive players in J.J. Watt, and we need the rest of the defense to pick up. J.J. Watt, he didn't miss a beat. He was constantly at the quarterback. He got only one sack, but he was in the backfield. He was there at the quarterback. We need J.J. Watt to continue with that. And if he does that, that should help slow down the Kansas City defense. Kansas City offense. Kansas City's offense is dangerous. Patrick Mahomes is dangerous. He'll look that way, opposite hand, just flick, go deep down the field on the other end of the field, and they'll be able to catch the ball and run. Their offense is dangerous. We need to find ways to stop them and stop them when we can. And when we do get the ball, take as long of a drive as possible and score. We need to keep the lead and keep the ball out of their hands. That offense is really good. The Texans can win this game. We can look at our playoff demons and get rid of them. We can finally get to the conference round. We just need to beat the Chiefs, and we need to play smart. We need Bill O'Brien to not make dumb decisions. And that's, I guess, the most difficult part. But hopefully, Andy Reid poor time management skills will counteract Bill O'Brien's poor decision making. So, who knows? But like I said, Texans can win. It's going to be a tough uphill battle, but the Texans, we can win. And we need to take advantage of their weaknesses. They're not the most well-rounded team. That's the Ravens. They do have weaknesses, and we need to take advantage of that on their weaknesses on their defense. And on our defense, we need to stop them when we can. That's basically all it is. We get lucky, and we just play to their weaknesses to our strengths. And hopefully we can pull through. Let's go Texans. Let's exercise. Let's get rid of our playoff demons. Let's get to the conference round for the first time, and hopefully to the Super Bowl. But one game at a time. Let's get to the conference round. We will figure out who we will play after Saturday. But forget about that. Let's focus on the Chiefs. Let's get to that round. Let's get there. We can do it. Let's get there. Let's go Texans.